Vanished colors. Once, in a small town nestled between rolling hills and a whispering forest, the sun rose to a day unlike any other. The town was quaint, known for its vibrant market, colorful houses, and the cheerful demeanor of its inhabitants. On this particular morning, as the townspeople rubbed the sleep from their eyes, they stepped outside to an unimaginable sight. All the colors had vanished. The sky, once a brilliant blue, was now a flat, endless gray. The lush green leaves on the trees were ashen, the flowers were stripped of their vivid hues, and even the food displayed on the market stalls was devoid of color. The reds, blues, yellows, and greens had all dissolved into monochrome world. At first, there was panic. People stumbled around in disbelief, bumping into each other and looking desperately for a spot of color in a sea of grey. Children cried, not understanding why their toys and clothes had turned into shadows of their former selves. The artists sat before their canvases, their palettes dry and colorless, their inspiration drained away with the hues. The town's scientist, an eccentric inventor named Dr. Amarachi, was soon surrounded by a crowd of anxious townsfolk. "What happened to the colors, Dr. Amarachi?" they asked. Their voices tingled with fear. "Can you bring them back?" Dr. Amarachi, with her spectacles slipping down her nose, looked around with a furrowed brow. She had never encountered such a phenomenon, but she was determined to solve the mystery. She ushered a few volunteers into her clustered laboratory and began to conduct experiments, analyzing the gray air, the colorless water, and the bland flora. Meanwhile, the people in the town tried to adjust to their new reality. They found that without colors to guide them, they had to rely on other senses. The scent of baked goods had to replace the once golden brown crust of bread. Textures became more important as people dressed in clothing that felt different rather than looked different. The music in the town became more vibrant as people sought joy in sounds rather than sights. Days turned into weeks, and the town slowly transformed. Without colors to divide them, the people became more united. They shared stories, experiences, and laughter, finding new ways to add vibrancy to their lives. They painted murals in varying shades of grey, played with patterns and shapes, and celebrated the beauty of silhouette and contrast. As Dr. Amarachi toiled away, a young child named Laraba, known for her boundless curiosity and vivid imagination, wandered into the forest. She wandered farther than she ever had before and was drawn by a feeling she couldn't explain. Deep within the woods, she stumbled upon a hidden glade where a small colorless flower grew. Unlike the other great plants, this flower pulsed with a light that seemed to be struggling to break free. Laraba reached out and touched the flower, and as she did, her fingers began to tingle. A soft glow emanated from the point of contact, and before her eyes, the flower began to bloom with a brilliant, radiant red. Astonished, Laraba ran back to the town, her fingertips still glow with the magical color. She found Dr. Amarachi and showed her the miraculous red. The townsfolk gathered around, marveling as the color spread from Laraba's fingers to the objects. As the townsfolk gathered around Laraba, their faces filled with a mixture of astonishment and concern. No one had ever seen such a phenomenon before, and whispers of fear and curiosity rippled through the crowd. Laraba herself was equally perplexed by the sudden burst of vibrant colors on her fingertips. She held her hands up, turning them this way and that, watching the hues dance and swirl like living things. The once grey and lifeless town seemed to pulsate with energy, and a sense of hope began to stir in the hearts of the people. The mayor, a stout man named Wale, pushed his way through the crowd to stand before Laraba. "What is the meaning of this, young lady?" he demanded, his voice a mixture of authority and apprehension. I don't know," Laraba stammered, her eyes wide with wonder. "I was just tending to the flowers, and then this happened." A hush fell over the crowd as they watched the spectacle unfolding before them. The colors seemed to be reaching out from Laraba's fingertips, touching the wilted petals of nearby flowers. As if by magic, the blossoms began to stir their petals, unfurling and regaining their long-lost vibrancy. The townsfolk gasped in amazement, and a wave of excitement swept through the crowd. It was as if the very essence of life was returning to their once drab surroundings. Wale, the mayor, stepped forward, his eyes shining with a newfound hope. "Perhaps this is a sign," he mused aloud, "a sign that we can bring back the colors to our town, that we can restore what has been lost." The people murmured in agreement, their spirits lifted with each passing moment. They turned to Laraba with a newfound sense of gratitude and admiration, realizing that she might hold the key to reversing the mysterious disappearance of color from their world. As the sun dipped below the horizon, casting a warm glow over the town, the once vibrant colors of the world began to return, spreading from Laraba's fingertips like an artist's brush on a fresh canvas. And as the first stars appeared in the evening sky, the townsfolk knew that they had been given a second chance to restore the beauty and vibrancy that had been lost. From that day on, Laraba became a symbol of hope and renewal in the town. She worked tirelessly, using her newfound gift to bring color back to every corner of their world. And with each passing day, the town flourished once more, teeming with life and joy. And so, the mystery of the vanished colors was replaced with a tale of resilience, unity, and the transformative power of one young girl's touch. The end. The lesson here is that a younger generation would always bring success to the society where the previous generation had stopped. The young ones are not too young to be impactful. Give them a chance in the world today. For more content like this, please subscribe to our YouTube channel, like, share, and comment, and turn on your notification button. Thank you. Bye-bye.